Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. I'm doing a reading for Cancer. Welcome, fellow Cancers. So, I am tuning into the general energies of Cancer. I'm not tuning into one person's specific energies. If you would like a reading where I tune into your specific energy, you can schedule an appointment for a reading with me. The link is in the description box below. So since I'm tuning into general energies, take what resonates and leave the rest. It's a message that doesn't resonate with you might be for someone else. So in the past, Cancer, you were in the energy of sacrifice. Hanged Man. All right, so looks like you were sacrificing yourself again and again to a connection in a relationship where there was betrayal and deception. Someone who's very strategic. And you're just this beautiful, happy, fun, joyful person with just really wonderful energy. You create a very loving space. Maybe you have a youthful way of being and creating a sense of all as well. And you gave and sacrificed yourself into this connection until you were exhausted. Feels like this connection pretty much like destroyed your confidence because you sacrificed parts of yourself to stay in this connection. But it feels like you accepted, you understood at some point that whoever you were connected with, you saw them clearly. Maybe after a long time of self-deception, you saw the betrayal, you saw the deception, you saw the trickery, you saw how it wasn't just you that they behaved this way to other people. I get the feeling because this person was so strategic and sneaky that very few people really are aware of how ruthless this person could be. But you found some peace and just accepted. Feels like this person kept holding on to the connection. Maybe for financial reasons. Like they were deceptive and betraying you, and yet they were still holding on to you, still holding on to this connection. It feels like they wanted to even financially ruin you, wanted to deplete you, maybe even leave you sick and wounded. They tried to limit your ability to financially take care of yourself. This person that I'm tuning into, they definitely have a spiritual poverty. Doesn't feel like they are very connected with their higher self. Wow. Feels like things got got to such a horrible place that you were able to see them clearly. Something changed and you were able to see how they're behaving, how maybe they've always behaved. And instead of sacrificing yourself for this connection, you decided to sacrifice the connection, to release the connection, to take the loss. Because there's no winning in this, being in this connection. So in present time, Cancer, you are in heartache and loss, 3 of Swords. So this person, it looks like they were deceptive and betrayed with a third party situation. That they stayed just for a long time, keeping you in this third party situation. You might not have even known you were in a third party situation for a lot of this. But you are Cancer. I'm guessing that you got some type of intuitive hits. This person feels like they can't make a decision to save their life. They're so indecisive. They could have just left the connection and gone with third party, but instead they just held on to the connection, and feels like they might have enjoyed. Maybe that was part of the excitement between them and the third party, was that they're pulling one over on you, that they're getting away with being cruel and betraying you. Maybe it was a power trip to punish you. Maybe that was kind of part of their foreplay, is how cruel they are to others and coming together and feeling very powerful together. You're finding balance, Cancer. You're finding harmony, balance, purpose. You're finding a meaning in all of this. Feels like you're healing. Feels like you have a spiritual guidance. Feels like you will, going forward, trust intuitive hits, trust your emotions. Maybe you felt bad at times because this person presented as a good guy, and there was a part of your emotions that was like, I'm finding it really difficult to like this person. And instead of trusting that, But, well, that might mean that there's something going on. Maybe there was like, well, what kind of person does that make me to not like the person I'm in this connection with? Maybe your intuition and your emotions were trying to tell you this person is the truth of who this person is. Maybe you also played a role in like self-deception. Maybe that's something that you're learning in present time is, oh, well, I won't do that again. And by doing so, you're less likely to be emotionally manipulated. Because this person is very cold. They have not changed. Their energy is still the same. They're always looking for angles. They're unwilling to look at their own emotions. They lack empathy. There's an enjoyment factor, getting off on deception. It makes them feel powerful. In present time, they might be coming to you and saying, you know, I'd like to reconcile. I'm really sorry. They're still in they're still in that devil energy though. The reason why they want to reconcile, why they want to apologize and make amends is to get you back into this addictive behavior. It's a very destructive behavior. They miss playing the codependent game with you, Cancer. They miss taking from you and giving to someone else and feeling more, feeling smarter than you, feeling stronger and more powerful than you because of all the lies. I'm seeing them like texting this person right in front of you, just feeling very smug. So your higher self, Cancer, is in the energy of triumphant success, Ace of Swords, the truth, new ideas, new beginnings. Higher self has a higher vantage point. Yes, it's in present time, but they can see further. They can, your higher self can see the landscape. The truth is, right now, your higher self is saying, stay focused on whatever, on your work. Maybe you've got a project that you're very passionate about. Maybe you've got a skill that you have mastered or are mastering. To find your and create your own stability. There's something about this connection that is incomplete. There's something about what's going on that hasn't, there's closure, no closure. It does feel like you're trying to seek personal closure from this, but they're still showing up in your energy. You're working through these worries and fears, the trauma. This person creates trauma wherever they go. I'm getting like, do you remember like sometime in the past, maybe a long time ago, a coworker of theirs just so angry with them, and you were so confused because you saw them as such a wonderful person and so kind and giving, because that was the illusion you're in. Are you now seeing things like that popping up in your mind and you're like, oh my gosh, they were brutal to that person like they became brutal to me. Now I get why that person was so upset. I feel like as you are seeing the reality of the situation, that maybe you created a fantasy version of this person, of this connection. It wasn't based in reality. It wasn't grounded into this reality. And now the more grounded you become, the more you heal, the more you realize how much you sacrificed for a fantasy, how much you sacrificed of your time, of your energy, of who you are to this toxic connection. That it was an illusion. They were an illusion. Maybe your job was to mirror back to them how wonderful they are. And you weren't allowed to mirror back anything but what they wanted to see. And so you had to sacrifice your truth. You had to sacrifice more and more of who you are to just become a mirror of illusion for them to feel good when they were with you. And now the truth is, yes, it's setting you free, but it's also, you're realizing your own part in maybe being naive, your own part in being overly eager to please someone. It's okay if healing is taking a while. It's okay to slow down and take care of yourself. Yeah, they were unwilling to let go of this connection, even though they're with a third party. There's still this like clinging on. They might be spying through social media. They might be, if you have a social platform, they might be watching you just so they could be in your energy, checking up on you. Disappointed when they see you having a victory, celebrating if they perceive you having a difficult time. Still, it feels like they're still trying to keep that that game going. Their energy's the same. Of course, each of you should and can make up your own minds if you want to let this person back in when they come in to make amends. Oh, shucks, Cancer. They know just what to say. They know just how to manipulate. Your challenge right now, Cancer, is suffering in silence. 9 of Swords. Your challenge is the mental prison that this situation has caused. Realizing that you kept that blindfold on, that the truth was all around you, but you kept your blindfold on and participated. Your challenge is to forgive yourself, to realize that you had the key within you, the key to your own truth, to take off the blindfold and see things as they truly are. To forgive yourself, to have mercy for all people who are stuck in this type of cycle. And trust that things will get better, that the truth, as painful as it has been to see the truth, you can recover from this and move on. It looks like you are moving on. You are finding balance. Your challenge is to allow your heart to heal and allow people to come in to that heart space, to trust that you can love again, to trust yourself once you've healed, to allow someone who is worthy. Feels like right now it's very challenging to trust others. Because you hoodwinked yourself and you got hoodwinked. That you deceived yourself and you got deceived. It feels like a lot of lessons that you've learned from this. Does not feel like you're communicating with this person. Feels like it might be safer for you, Cancer, to stay at home and maybe be a little guarded, play it safe, work on that personal alignment. Maybe you're afraid to get back out there. Only you can decide if you're ready for that, but maybe there's hope. Your challenge is to allow joy and harmony to find their way, to find home within, to celebrate life, to create abundance, long-term success and stability with people you can trust, learning how to trust yourself, being grounded, being in this reality, to not be in a fantasy world, to be very grounded, to see people as they are, to listen to what people say, but see if their actions match their words. Just feels like a lot of lessons that you're learning. And there are people who can help you. You don't have to carry this load on your own. Healing from this, it feels like you're burnt out. It feels like you were burnt out in this connection, and healing from it is a whole different other type of exhaustion. You don't have to do it all on your own. Hopefully you heal from this situation and start to trust again. Maybe little steps to allowing people in so you don't have to carry the burdens by yourself. Allowing people in who, and not rushing in, not being so willing to jump into a fantasy of a relationship, but really seeing, going slowly and allowing people to show you who they are. And now you will pay attention to how do they treat their friends and family? Yes, important. How do they treat their enemies? How do they deal with people that they don't care for? Do they control and manipulate people? Are they kind? Do they have access to their emotions? Do they share their emotions? Or are they telling you just what you want to hear? So, all right, Cancer, I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for sharing your energy. Bye.